This is Michael Ostrolenk, and I'm with John Whitehead, the president of the Rutherford Institute. John, tell us a little about yourself and the Rutherford Institute, and then tell us about your recent cases against the TSA screening.
Yeah, the Rutherford Institute is a civil liberties organization which attempts to protect constitutional rights and produce materials that people can use, such as Bill of Rights pamphlets and things that people can actually use in their homes and actually learn what our country was founded on, so they can protect their rights and know when their rights are violated. And in any given year, we may be involved in 100 cases across the country.
Wow, that's a lot of cases.
It's a lot of cases.
Definitely. More recently, you've been involved in the TSA screening programs. Can you tell us about your cases?
Yeah, we have cases with some pilots, some average citizens who object to the fact that they may have to go through a full body scanner, and the only alternative is a pat down. And sometimes the pat downs are quite intrusive, where ladies complain about being touched on their genitals, their breasts, men with the same complaints. And so the question is, under the Fourth Amendment, whether or not, if you're not a criminal, you're not a suspected criminal, whether the probable cause section of the Fourth Amendment kicks in and TSA pat downs or the scanners. The scanners actually see you nude, so it's obviously a search. So it's whether or not these so-called, what they call administrative searches, should be under the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment is really, really important, because what it says, before a government agent can touch your body or see you unclothed, there should be some kind of credible evidence that you're involved in illegal activity. Well, as we know, with probably 99% of American passengers getting on airplanes, they're not criminals or suspected of anything. So those are the legal issues in the case. Also, there is a medical problem with the scanners. There have been a number of studies which indicate that the scanners, because they focus on one organ, which is your skin, with x-rays, and sometimes the x-rays in some of the scanners, this has been proven, are up to 20 times more than you would get in a dentist's office, where that might cause mutations, skin problems. In fact, there are a number of doctors and medical experts that are cautioning pregnant women and children not to have to go through body scanners because of the x-rays. So these things were not thoroughly tested before they were put on the market. They were basically pushed through by lobbyists right after the underwear bomber of 2009, the bungling underwear bomber. Lobbyists for large scanning companies and corporations such as Rutherford went on television and argued for body scanners. Well, President Obama used stimulus money to buy quite a few, and they'll virtually be in all airports. The other issue with the case is whether or not they're effective. Many experts claim that body scanners are not effective. They don't pick up what's in body scanners. We do know that metal detectors are effective. And in some airports around the world, high security airports such as the Israeli airport, they don't use body scanners. In fact, Rafi Selly, who is former head of Israeli security, says that body scanners don't work effectively. That's why they don't use them. They use psychological and behavioristic profiling, where they find out about who you are and watch how you move and your facial movements and how you respond to questions, so that they can determine whether or not you have something to hide. And in the Israeli airport, they use metal detectors occasionally. So what we probably have in the United States is devices which were pushed steadily through the corporation state, and which we're now using, and which clearly are searches, and it's whether or not the courts are going to see that as such.
Great. Thanks, John. If people want to learn more about the Rutherford Institute in general, in this case in particular, might they do so? Yeah,
they go to our website at rutherford.org, and find about all of our cases, and many of our cases deal with Fourth Amendment concerns. In fact, the Fourth Amendment is under attack today, and there are some leading constitutional experts that think the Fourth Amendment is dead. That may be true. But either the Congress or the courts are really going to have to help us revive the Fourth Amendment, or we're moving definitely into a police state.
Great. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.